companies in the sector. So Anubhav and Sahil would be presenting. We're just waiting for a couple of more people to join in. We already have 34 participants and a lot of them in the waiting room. Thank you so much for joining us, guys, and for supporting Anubhav and Sahil. Sahil and Anubhav, I can only see two images here. I can see Babita smiling bright and shiny this morning. So Sahil and Anubhav, can you just test your mics and let us know if we are audible to you and you're audible to us?
Yeah, hi,
Yes,
good morning.
Emmanuel, you are audible to us.
Okay, Anubhav, you will have to speak up a little bit.
You are audible to me?
Okay,
yeah, no
great.
stress.
Great. Sahil?
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Sahil. Great. Now I can see Dipanshu and a lot of light coming from behind him like he's a god. Great, Dipanshu. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. And we'll be starting in another 5 minutes. Just another 5 minutes, guys.
Waiting for this presentation desperately.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dipanshu. Don't make the boys nervous. I'm just kidding. Both of them probably have done a lot of hard work and it's gonna pay off today. Let's see. I'm just waiting for a couple of more. Great. So guys, who's sharing the presentation? Oh, I am.
Yes,
Okay.
you are sharing the presentation.
So we will start exactly at 11:55. In the meanwhile, Sahil and Anubhav, can you just give a brief introduction about yourself? So
Yeah,
I've tried to write something there, but a lot of
so good morning, everyone. I'm Anubhav Jain. I'm a jeweler. My family business is jewelry, which has been from past 70 years. And right now we are making jewelry on the basis of order only, looking at the current scenario. Over to you, Sahil.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Sahil Kataria, and I'm into business of cars servicing, which is a service center for high-end cars. And it was being started by me and my father around 5.5 years back.
Great. So that's Sahil and Anubhav, guys. I think there are a couple of more on the waiting room. Just letting them in. Okay, great. So guys, it's 4:54. Let's just start. I'll be sharing the presentation. Okay. Guys, is my screen visible?
Yeah, your screen is visible, but we can't see the presentation right now.
Yeah, I guess Zoom is not behaving itself today. No issues. Let's just go and present. Great. Can you see the presentation, guys?
It's loading.
Yes.
Yeah, now I can see.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's 11:55 and 20 seconds. Guys, your time starts now.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So as you know, we are presenting the story of India two-wheeler. For that, we have chosen Hero Motocorp and Bajaj Auto Limited. The NSE code for Hero Motocorp is Hero Motoco and BSC code is 500182. The NSE code for Bajaj Auto is Bajaj_Auto and BSC code is 532977. Next slide, sir. Manual. Yeah, so investment strategy for Hero Motocorp and Bajaj Auto Limited. We categorize a stock into value investing or growth stock on the basis of their return on equity or intrinsic value at the current scenario. Both these stocks are value investing as well as growth stock. The recommendation to buy the stock for Hero Motocorp will be nearby 2000 and Bajaj Auto will be around 2400 rupees. The confidence level is confirmed. We'll still confirm you by showing the technical analysis for the same. Qualitative analysis for Hero Motocorp. Hero Motocorp has been the world's largest two-wheeler manufacturer for 18 consecutive years and still counting. It has a market share of about 46% in the two-wheeler category. The manufacturing units together have a production capacity of over 9 million two-wheelers per year, that is 90 lakh two-wheelers per year. Hero Motocorp has over 7,000 dealerships and service centers in 29 states. Hero Motocorp is the corporate promoter of football, supporting the game across all the platforms in India. It is also the title sponsor of all the major domestic leagues, the Hero Indian Super League, Hero I League for women, Hero Super Cup, and the International Cup as well. Over the years, it has also partnered with the national sports of India, that is hockey, and it has been holding the leagues in India like Hero Hockey Indian League, Hero Hockey Champions Trophy, and Men's Hockey World League. At global level, it is a partner of the popular Spanish football team, Atletico Madrid, one of the premier clubs in Europe. Over to you, Sahil.
Thank you, Anubhav. Emmanuel, next slide, please.
We are on the next slide.
I can't. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So the qualitative analysis for Bajaj Auto is Bajaj Auto has led the pioneer introduction of India's first ever quadricycle, that is Quad, which is only made for export. Bajaj Group is a diversified sector which gives them strength. Its goodwill resolved in the two simple words that live in the collective consciousness of Indian, that is Hamara Bajaj. 6 new Husqvarna bikes in 2020, which is a premium sports bike. They're also working on Bajaj electrical scooters and EVS Chetak, which will be priced above 1 lakh. While Bajaj may have a strong market presence in other countries across the globe with much as 70% market share in Bangladesh and around 50% share in Nepal and Sri Lanka, its presence in India in recent years has been lukewarm. This is the double of the Yamaha market share in the 35 years of presence in India and equivalent to TVS Motocorp company lifetime market share and Honda motorcycle and Scooter India motorcycle market share since the time they have parted ways with Hero in 2010.
So the quantitative analysis of Hero Motocorp, as I told you that we see whether it's a value investing stock or a high growth stock. For that, we have to check the parameters that are written here. Price to earning, that is 10.6. The actual thing should be less than 15. So the ratio is very good. Price to earning growth is 0.055. Debt to equity, as we all know that the company shouldn't be having too much debt. We can see it's negligible, that is 0.001. Interest coverage ratio is 123.77. That is very good. Gross profit margin is 30.9%. Operating profit margin is 11.9%. Return on equity is 27.45%. This is the thing which we look for high growth stock, which should be more than 15, and it is 27.45%, which is very good. Price to intrinsic value is 0.5%. We can see that the sales growth has been rising from past 3 years at a CAGR of 19.36%. The net income has also been rising from past 3 years, and it has risen from 1.7 times in the past 10 years. Next slide.
So the quantitative analysis for Bajaj is the price to earning is 13, which should be between 13 and 17, which is a good point. Price to earning growth is 0, which should be less than 1.5, which is again a very good sign. Debt to equity is 0.005, which is a very good sign. They don't have any debt. almost negligible dip. Interest coverage ratio, which should be greater than 5, they have the interest coverage ratio of 2017, which is very good sign. Gross profit margin is 26%, which is steady from past few years. Operating profit margin is 16.2, which is again steady from past few years. Return to equity is 22.57, which should be greater than 15%, which is again a very good sign. And price to intrinsic value is 0.67, which is a very good sign. And the sales to their sales growth, which is rising from past 3 years, and their net income is also rising from past 3 years. Thank you.
Great. Guys, would anyone of you would like to explain these ratios? Because a lot of us might not be aware about the ratios. Just a brief about the ratios.
Yeah, so basically debt to equity, as I said, is basically the company shouldn't be having debt and equity should be backing the debt. So if we see in Bajaj Auto Limited, it is 0.005, which should be less than 0.5. Interest coverage ratio means whether the company is able to pay the debt or not, which is 2017, which is very high in terms of Bajaj. Gross profit margin is an indicator of the profitability of the company, which is 26%. Operating profit margin is basically if we remove after all the operating expenses, the operating profit margin is there, which is 16.2%. Return on equity is what we get as a shareholder, which should be more than 15% if we invest in a stock, which is 22.57%. Okay, so qualitative analysis of Hero Motocorp. Moat. Moat is the stickiness towards a brand, and which is very high in terms of Hero Motocorp because of their low maintenance cost, better mileage, and affordable price of the bike or the scooty. Business model: 5 manufacturing facilities across India. 2 are in Haryana, 1 each in Uttarakhand, Rajasthan, and Andhra Pradesh. Splendor continued to be the #1 motorcycle made in India, and around 3 million units were sold in a year. HF Deluxe motorcycle crossed 2 million units in a year milestone. The new Scooty Destiny 125 became the fastest growing scooter, which covered around 20% of their market share. And Hero also launched a new feature in the Scooty, that is i3S, that is ideal start stop system, which we have in high-end cars, if you know by the term A, that the car automatically stops on the red light if you press the brake, and it automatically starts when you press the accelerator. The same system has been done in the new Scooty. For management, if I say, it's really good, as we have seen the quantitative factors, which also shows that the management is good. Now the competitive advantages: new entrants, the entry barrier is very high as a lot of capital is involved to start a new business like that. Bargaining power of suppliers is low as they have n number of suppliers for n number of products. Threat of substitute products is high as we have number of competitors like TVS, Yamaha, Honda. So the buyer could easily substitute their product from their product. Bargaining power of the buyer is low as the price of the product is fixed by the management and they can't sell less than that price. Rivalry among the competitors is moderate. Sahil?
So the qualitative analysis is there is a mode for a Bajaj, that is the brand recall, like we say it Hamara Bajaj. So the business model for Bajaj is Bajaj Auto is the world's third largest manufacturer of motorcycle and the largest manufacturer of three-wheelers. The Bajaj Group is among the top 10 business houses in India. Its footprint stretches over a wide range of industries spanning automobiles. In 2007, Bajaj acquired a 14% stake in KTM India, and which is now grown to 48%, which shows a significant growth in their business model. Bajaj Auto export to 70 plus country, which is a significant share of their revenue, which is coming from export. So they have a very good management with them. Because of them, they are growing daily. And the competitive advantages are new entrants is a high entry barrier because the investment required for starting this type of business is very high. The bargaining power for a supplier is low because they have n number of suppliers with them. Threat of substitute product is very high because they have n number of competition in the market by you can say Yamaha, Suzuki, Hero Motocorp, and etc. So the bargaining power of buyer is low because the company deal on a brand value, and which they do not allow a buyer to have excess discount on their premium segment bikes. And the rivalry amongst the competitor is moderate because they have there is n number of competition in the market. Next slide, please.
Shareholding pattern. So basically, it's a pattern that reveals the distribution of the company's equity share amongst the following: the promoters, who are the initial investors in the company, and the share is 34.63%, which is intact from past 3 years, which is a very good sign, as they have confidence in the company and they see that the future of the company is very good. FII stands for foreign investors, which is 34.29%, which is increasing from the past 3 years. Domestic investors, that is DII, 23.47. These are like banks, insurance companies and all. Mutual fund, that is MF, stands at 7.43%, which is a very good sign. Others are the retail investors like you and me, which stands at 6.61%. So the recent corporate action, company has given interim dividend of 17th of Feb at 65 per share, and another final dividend will be announced on 9th June, that is day after tomorrow.
So the shareholding pattern for Bajaj is it is 53.66% for the promoter, which is constant from past few years. The foreign investor is 13.94%, which is again a good sign, and which is constant from past few years. The domestic investor, which is like bank investors, it is 16.48%. The mutual fund is 3.05%, and the other retail investors with dealing shares and equity are 15.93%. They have given a dividend of rupees 120 per share on March 30th. And their recent corporate actions are they had a audited results on May 20th, which is last month only. And on Feb 21, they had an interim dividend. And on January 30th, they had a quarterly results for the company.
Now we'll come to the technical analysis. As I said, for the recommendation of buy and sell, we'll go through the technical analysis. Now we can see that the support is at 1602. Sorry. Yeah. So the support level is at 1600. We can see that. And there are two resistance at a monthly chart, which is at 2700 and 3308. Can we come to the next slide, please? Weekly chart analysis. There was another resistance added at 4078 rupees, and rest of them are the same as we can see at the weekly chart. Now we'll go to the daily chart to get a better picture of the share. Now we can see that the price is right now, the price closed on Friday at 2340, and here we don't know whether we should enter or not. Technically, if I speak, then we shouldn't be entering at this price. We'll wait for the candle either to go above 2419 or reverse trend will follow from there if the market drops in. For that, we'll check from the next slide. Just a sec. Yeah, so here we can see that we are having two support level from this indicator, and the support levels are around 1800 and 2000 rupees. If the market follows a reversal trend, then we'll buy at 1800 or 2000 rupees.
Okay. So quantitative is for identifying the company's health, and technical gives us the point where we should enter and exit, because we make the profit when we buy. It is important if even if the company is good, we can enter at any point, and the difference and that we have learned in the past 2 months. Whenever we use technical analysis to identify and enter and exit the position, we always take the top to bottom approach. We start with monthly chart and then drill down to the daily chart. That way we are going to do today as well. Monthly chart give us the broader view of the stock, but we can't take a decision only on the broader picture because money is involved. We take a closer picture as well. what daily and weekly chart give us. So in the monthly chart, we can see primary trend in the stock, which has been the uptrend. And there was a dip in the recent time due to COVID, which every stock has faced in the recent time. And so it has a, next slide, please. So in the weekly chart, we can see there has been a bit of a fluctuation, but again, the stock has been rising in long run. And now if we talk about the daily chart, next slide, please. There has been few correction, sorry. If we talk about the daily chart, there has been few correction, but the stock is not volatile. If we talk about stock, it is stable and give us confidence that it won't eat up and our money, and we can always ride in the uptrend wave it has to offer in the future. So the we recommend the buying price at 2,400 for Bajaj Auto.
And for Hero Motocorp, we should buy at 2,000 rupees and we can sell at 2,419 for whosoever are interested in trading. And for Bajaj, we can sell at 2,950. The confidence level is confirmed for both. Now, if I end the presentation saying that in which stock we should invest, then we'll be investing 50-50 in both the stocks, as both the stocks are equally good and giving equal returns. Thank you. If anyone has any questions, we are looking forward for it.
Kuntik, though, if you weren't able to, if you're showing this again.
ये recording है.
That would.
Great. Thank you so much, Anubhav and Sahil. If anyone has a question, please go ahead, unmute your mic. You can tell us your name and then go ahead with the question. Also, Club 1 and 2 members can also ask questions.
Manuel sir, there's a question in the chat box.
Oh, okay. They're saying didn't understand technical analysis. Okay, I don't know if there is a question there. Okay, I'll go ahead and which one, Bajaj or Hero? Okay, can you explain the technical analysis again? Okay,
Yeah,
so
sure.
guys, they just want us to go through the technical analysis again. Can we do that part?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, so as I said, to see when to enter, when to exit, we'll go through the technical analysis. The green line here says it's a support that is at 1600 level, and there are two resistance level that is at 2700 and 3300. So right now the market is standing as 2340. That was the closing on Friday. Now we'll see whether the market is going up, that it'll cross 2700, or it'll give us a reversal from there and it'll go down near the support. Now, since we can see there is a huge gap from 1600 to 2400, that is 800 rupees. So we don't know whether to enter in between or not. For that, we'll see the daily chart. Okay. So now in daily chart also, we are not able to get a proper support or resistance level. For that, I used a indicator that is Fibonacci Retracement. Can we please go to that? So this is a indicator which shows levels on a horizontal line indicating where the support and resistance are likely to occur. So the golden ratio in Fibonacci retracement is 0.618, which is nearby 1800 level. So now we can see that the market is standing nearby the resistance for Hero Motocorp. And if the market gives a reversal, then it will either first come to the support level of 2000 rupees, where we can enter. And if it goes down, then we can wait till it comes to 1800 and we can enter at the same point. So there are two entry points here, 2000 and 1800. But we'll see when it reaches 2000, whether it's crossing the support or it's giving a reversal trend again and it rises again. And if it crosses the support level and it comes near 1800, then we'll enter at 1800. So that's why I've written that we can enter at 2000, but we can wait. If the market is going down again, then we'll enter at 1800.
Great. So guys, what Anubhav is trying to explain, thank you Anubhav for the explanation there. What Anubhav is trying to explain here simply is that it has already tried to test 2419. That's been the resistance of the recent resistance, the most recent resistance of. But the 1602 rally has been so steep that it is likely that it could break. If we would have breaken it, then we would have said it's a buy above 2419. But as it is not able to break the resistance, and it has moved or it has turned from there, the uptrend has been it's a pause. So we do not know if this pause is a trend reversal or it will turn into a trend continuation yet. So because we are on a state, or on the Friday closing, we're on a state where we do not know if this uptrend would keep taking the stock up, or whether now the steam is over and people would start booking profits. So hence, Anubhav has tried to use an indicator that's called Fibonacci Retracement, and the indicator suggests that if the trend reversal is supposed to happen, or if the uptrend is supposed to just take a pause, and we're gonna go into the downtrend for a shorter time frame, then we're looking at these levels being tested as per the Fibonacci theory. Now, these levels are not concrete levels. So what we will do is, what Anubhav is trying to suggest is, you wait at 2045. If 2045 is broken, then you wait for 1936. And if 1936 is broken, you wait for 1827. And if it's not broken and there is a reversal from these levels, you can just enter the next day. The support is being taken from this level. Anubhav, I hope that's what you wanted to.
Exactly.
Right?
Thank you.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much. So guys, I hope that answers the technical part. If you have any other questions, please go ahead and please unmute yourself and you can ask, or some of you are preferring the chat box, so you can also go ahead and put it in the chat box. Club 1 and 2 members also can go ahead and ask the question.